Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for August 9th through the 15th. It is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate for you guys, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energies, and the near future. We'll clarify that. Once we do, I'll clear that spread. We'll get into your person's energy, whoever's on your mind, your energy, the possible outcome, as well as the romance angels and oracle cards. Okay, so something flipped out, and I think it might be important, so I'm going to take it. Yeah, the Six of Wands, or I'm sorry, the Six of Swords. So let me finish this a little bit, and we'll get back to that. I wanted to say thank you to everybody who's returning. I love you guys. Thank you for all of your support. You're amazing. And if you are new here, welcome, and I hope you'll stay. All right, I do personal readings. That information is in the description box below. All right, so let's get into it. The first card that flipped out was the Six of Swords, which immediately tells me that there's something. I just want to take a deep breath. It makes me feel like you're finally feeling like you can move into a place of feeling calm. Now, that's the first card out. So this is your recent past. The Sun in reverse, and then we have the Queen of Wands. And then in your current energy, the Ace of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the King of Cups in reverse. The Five of Pentacles, the World, and the Seven of Swords in reverse is what's in the near future. Now, the overall energy is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be dealing with two different things. There could be something going on with a work project, something where it just doesn't feel like things are coming together. So there needs to be an openness, a discussion. If you have more than one person involved, this could be like a miscommunication. There could be also miscommunication within partnership, so a business that is a partnership. I'm also sensing that there could be some family interference in your personal relationships. Now, this could be a completion to, there's several different messages that want to come out, so bear with me. I'll give you every one of those, because it could be that one thing rings true for someone and the other things may not. So with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, I do sense that there's more than one person involved in a relationship, meaning that there could be outside factors that seem to constantly want to interfere. And it seems like there's something that needs to be closed out with that situation. With it being in reverse like that, it's interference of, I just heard the word malicious. So there are people that just don't have your best interest at heart. So I would just be cautious of that, because just because this means one thing doesn't mean that that's what I'm necessarily going to channel. And that's what I'm picking up, is there are just some people around you that may not always, say things that are the best for you. And I hate to say that, because it's really hard for me to believe that there are those kind of people out there. It just is. I think I spend an hour a day sad that the world is what it is, and that we have so many awful people that do such horrible things. Anyway, enough about that. You could be feeling that too. Like, it's so shocking that you have to experience people that can do such awful things. All right, so let's get past that, because that's it's kind of sad, but it's just part of what's going on with you guys. All right, so we have the Seven of Swords, like I said, the Sun card, and the Queen of Wands. This energy immediately tells me that you're moving away from things that don't feel good, don't make you happy. The Queen of Wands, this is just not only feeling good about yourself, like some people aren't. I get such crazy comments. Guys, I'll be honest with you. It's a little bit frustrating. As much as I try to ignore it, it's hard, because you can't ever make everyone happy. And for us, especially people like myself who really want to get the best information out there for you, if I say you're feeling good about yourself, I hope that you are. If you're not, I get it. Putting in the comments that you don't feel good and you're in a bad place, and I'm sorry for that. I want to be supportive of everyone. So I hope people are moving from difficult places into better places. This isn't about me. I want these messages to be about you, but it's really hard to keep going when you get so many people that just do nothing but attack. It gets frustrating after a while. So sorry, you just got my rant for the day. Six of Swords, like I said, moving away from things that don't make you happy. If it's leaving a pit in your stomach, like some of the things that I've been talking about do, then you're going to get away from that. The Queen of Wands, she's turned away because she's more focused on feeling good for herself than paying attention to those things that either didn't work out in the past or people who didn't work out. You could have been dealing with a Leo, and just putting the energy back into you. She's passionate. There are passions, and focusing on that versus the things that just didn't work out is obviously much more healthy for you, and it does feel like it puts you in a calmer place. So something really good, the energy of someone good. Now, I do sense that there's also an energy of someone who might have more feminine energy, so it could be a male or female that might have started to work their way into your energy in the near future, or I'm sorry, in the recent past. Now, that could be somebody who'd moved away from a difficult relationship themselves, and they were finally in a place where they could come forward. So energies are brought together. We know that the divine is at work there. So it isn't just that this person, you know, comes out of nowhere. It's one of those connections that it's like once you get to that peaceful place, here they are. It's when you stop caring, right, that something great shows up. So for those of you who are single and you're looking for somebody, it looks like that person might be moving towards you. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which is very much about not only getting over the things that had happened in the past, but having the passion again to start new. So if you're closing out a cycle and you are someone who's not in a current relationship, this tells me that you're finding it again. There's something inside of you. Now, I feel like you're willing to fight for this. And I don't mean a relationship. I mean this new beginning for yourself. So a lot of this can be about internal stuff and not necessarily about other people. Now, I do sense that there could have been somebody in your space that was unavailable emotionally, could have been someone who made it difficult for you to move on. In other words, their energy lurks with you, or it's like they come in and out of your life, but they're really not available there. They just keep coming back in and sort of stirring things up. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in that energy. Now, that makes it difficult. That creates drama. But in a sense, I feel like no matter how much this person does that, your energy is still being pushed forward. So I think you're going to find that even if you have a little bit of an internal battle about this, that this person's back is to this person. So you may start to find it easier to close these types of energies out of your life. All right. So whoever this person is, I'm sensing they're a little bit emotionally manipulative, and it's almost as if they can't have you, nobody can type of energy. All right. So then we have in the near future the Five of Pentacles, the World card, and the Seven of Swords. This is kind of a simple reading. It's like you're putting this behind you. I feel like you're walking away from anything that makes you feel a sense of emptiness. If it's not going to be there to be fulfilling, I think you're going to stop putting your energy in it. There's a huge cycle closing out, which is great. And you're getting away from energies of narcissists, basically. And I bring them up in readings a lot because they linger a lot. They're there in a lot of spiritual people's lives in order to trigger you, to trigger your wounds, to bring them to the surface for you to heal. You could have dealt with a lot of people who lied. Could have even had people that stole from you. But that cycle's closing out. And if it, everybody's on a different timeline. So when I say these things, you could have already walked away from this, even if it's in the near future. And this cycle has already started to shift for you. And that's beautiful. I love that. But for others of you, you may not have fully walked away. Now, there could have been a sense of somebody walking away from you and you felt a little left out in the cold or like abandoned. But there is always, there's always safety, shelter somewhere, right? So even if somebody leaves you out in the cold, there's a warm, safe place, and that's within until somebody new shows up in your life. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it's like it's more important for us to love ourselves first before. So if you're still working on that quite a bit, as lonely as it may feel if you've been left by somebody, this cycle is going to teach you exactly what that's like in order to to put this to an end, in order for that energy not to be able to penetrate your energy no more. So it feels like you're just closing out that cycle of those types of people, and you'll be moving forward into someone who's more passionate, who knows who they are. They're very sure of themselves, but it's not in an egotistical way. It's like this person is just comfortable in their own skin, that I feel like may have started to come towards you. So whatever you're walking away from is an energy. I don't necessarily, yes, I brought up the person. So you could have walked away from the person, but it feels like you're walking away from that type of energy in general. All right, so let's clarify the Six of Swords with the Sun in reverse. All right, this is for Scorpio. So we have the Seven of Cups, the Three of Wands, and this is, I love this energy for you. And then we have the Lovers in reverse. So having made a decision to move away from something with the Lovers in reverse, first, this is, maybe there had been some confusion, but really I read this today as being that you have a lot of options, or you want to keep your options open. You know that good things are coming to you. If you're not there yet, then this, again, energy is fluid. So you could be dealing with this now. And that's all about the ships coming in. Yes, that's what we say with the Three of Wands, but it's trusting that those good things are coming to you. After you've closed out some tough cycles, you want to know that there are all kinds of possibilities out there. And I feel like there's a sense that you're starting to feel like that is happening. It's possible. Those options are there. Things can be different. And then we have the Six of Wands, which means you feel victorious. And if you're not feeling this yet, you're going to be moving into this energy, because this is about winning. So whatever you've walked away from and closed out has put you in a place where you can finally see that things can shift and change, and life can start to move in the right direction. This is having those wins that we want so much. So hopefully that is happening for you, because I love that energy. All right, so with the Queen of Wands and the Sun in reverse, let's see what's going on there. This is for Scorpio. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So that, like I said, walking away from things that no longer make you happy. You could have been in a place for a long period of time with the Nine of Swords where you couldn't get enough rest. You were exhausted and stressed out. And now you're finding ways to balance things back out. The Six of Pentacles, you may have given a lot of yourself, and people were always reaching out their hands for everything that you had to offer, but weren't giving it in return. So the Judgment said you had to make a decision. Do you want, of course, it's about happy family, peace and harmony. It's a lot of other things too. Judgment could be about finalizing divorces and things like that. But right now I feel like this is an energy of saying whatever person has tried to come in, you had to make a tough choice, a tough decision. You wanted harmony and happiness, but you're not going to continue to give so much of yourself that you have nothing left for you. So if this person tries to come in right now, their energy is showing up as being very self-centered and selfish. So you could have been dealing with somebody like that. And I feel like there's another energy that's there that isn't. So you could have closed this out already and feel like you're just not going to be open back up to it. So if they keep trying to come back in, although it can be disruptive, it might be time to block that energy, because I feel like there's something really important coming into your world that's going to change things for you. And that is that person, as well as mindsets, thoughts, things like that. They're going to help shift your energy. All right, so let's see with the Ace of Wands and the Five of Swords. What do we have going on? So we have the Emperor, which is great energy, the Temperance in reverse, and then the Fool in reverse. Again, the Knight of Swords wanted to pop up. So there's still, excuse me, an energy of being a little bit stressed, but you're standing strong. No matter how much shit comes at you, it seems like you're still going to stand right there, and no matter what, it's not going to take you down, which I like. So, yes, can you be impatient at times? Do you feel like you want to jump off the rails a little bit and maybe lose your shit on people? I hate to cuss, but I can't help it. It just feels like that time. Yes, there are times when you may feel a little triggered or feel like things have got to move, and I don't have the patience for this anymore. I can't deal with it. So you're gonna have to boss up and just really make things clear to people. That energy is so important for you to be in, and I think that's what you shifted into. Not that you weren't before, but sometimes, we have our moments where we let people back in and we have a weak spot for them or whatever it is. Not in this case. I don't think you're going to take those chances anymore. If you felt like a fool in the past, then you're not going to take the chances that you used to take. All right, so let's look at the Five of Swords with the King of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're ready if somebody comes to you in this type of energy just to fight back and give them the sayonara. That's, there's a combination of things I feel with the Five of Swords, and one of them is very much, look, I'm going to fight for my peace. And that's what I sense that you're doing right now in your current energy. If somebody isn't going to work with you and be open and available, then I think that's an indication that you're just going to fight for your freedom and your peace from that situation. Okay, so let's see what we have for Scorpio. The Page of Wands in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, and then the Queen of Wands again. So the Page of Cups in reverse. So a couple things that may shift. If you might have a younger child that is having some trouble right now, either in their love life or something's happening and they may need you. So they seem emotionally distraught and need your attention right now. Then we have also another energy of a Page in reverse. So this is somebody who plays, childish games. You could have actually been married to or in a long-term relationship with this person. Why are they coming back up? Probably because they don't want to go away. So whether they're talking to you, reaching out to you or not, it feels like their energy is still attached to you somehow. Now, if I go back to the Judgment card, and now that I see the Four of Wands in reverse, if you're not divorced from this person yet, this just means that needs to be pushed forward, because it feels like that person's draining your energy. They could even be draining your money. So that could be for some of you. And it needs to come to an end, in other words, because I still feel, again, there's another energy, the Queen of Wands coming in. Someone who's attractive, and this could be how you're feeling. Now, another person shows up as that, and now you show up as this because you've gotten away from that energy. You've moved beyond either a long-term relationship or a marriage that was getting to the point where it was exhausting because of the type of behavior that person had. And now you're like, I'm feeling good. You're very attractive at this time, whether you feel it or not. Other people seem to be attracted to your energy. And that could be partly because the Emperor is very much someone who people are drawn to. The energy of somebody who's strong and determined is always very attractive. So it could be a lot of different things. For the women, it could just be that you have an elegant appearance. Scorpios are very attractive people. You have an energy about you that lures people into your presence. So that could also be part of the issue with the person from the past. They, see that you're getting attention now, and that could be why they're coming in and out of your life. All right, so in the near future, we have the Five of Pentacles and the World card. So as you release these energies, and of course, walking away from difficult relationships, that's when things free up. It makes it easier to move forward, doesn't it, for anyone? I mean, that seems like such an obvious thing to say, but with the Five of Cups, you're closing out those emotional cycles because you're into it. Yes. Look at that. Now, see, the King of Pentacles in reverse has been coming out, and that to me is someone who's constantly looking for someone else's help recently. This is somebody who's been unstable. So you may also have, like I said, someone in your life that's been taking from you. Either they've been asking for your help or they need your help financially. I'd say be cautious, because this feels like somebody who just takes advantage, and it's like they never stop asking. All right, so like I said, walking away and this cycle finally coming to an end. We're getting over the things that were disappointing and sad. And then the high priestess comes in. Your intuition's kicking up a notch. The king of swords, I feel like this is your energy. You're cutting out any kind of BS. And just integrity. Just sitting in your throne with integrity, being strong, emperor energy, looking good, attracting other good energies into your life. Your intuition is going to be really, really strong over the next probably couple of months, if not intensifying as the days and weeks and months go by. I feel it really strongly for you guys. So, you've got to pay attention to that. They're drawing me to the moon. So there could be something going on at the upcoming, I think we have a new moon this week. I haven't kept up with it. Sorry, guys. Either way, moon cycles could also affect you quite a bit, and that could be when your intuition seems to kick it up a notch. So just pay attention to that. So there's also clarity around the King of Swords and an opportunity to be very clear about how you feel. If you feel it necessary to speak your mind, this is going to be the time to do so. If you've been holding your tongue on anything, if it's someone who's constantly coming at you for money or help, that could be what you need to do at this moment. All right. So let's clarify the World card and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Cups, and again, the Five of Pentacles to clarify that, the Ace of Wands. So those people from the past that did these things, this is what I think this is clarifying. This is not wanting to spend any more time explaining why you have to do what you have to do, just walking away with the Eight of Cups and leaving all of that emotional baggage in the past. And again, the Five of Pentacles. Enough is enough. If you've given so much of yourself that you just can't anymore, especially with that type of energy, this is that time to just walk away. Again, moon cycles keep coming up. So you could have some significant things happen in the upcoming new moon. Now, now that we finished this part, if you've been with me before, you know that the next step is we're going to look into whoever's on your mind specifically. All right. Let me grab these. Think about that person for just a moment, and we'll get into their energy. Okay, this is for Scorpio and their person, please. Whoever's on their mind, the energy for Scorpio. Okay. What do we have here? The Empress, okay. The Ace of Wands, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ten of Cups. Okay. Whoever you're thinking about is someone who knows who the hell they are and what they want. Now, you're showing up as the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Page of Cups, the Tower in reverse. There you are. And the Ace of Pentacles. Great. And then the Queen of Cups and the overall energy. So this could be, obviously, not the person we were talking about in the main, but it could be the new person if you're interested, or if you're in a healthier relationship and you're just questioning where things are. Let's talk about that. We'll talk about all three, because some of you do want someone from the past. I wish people would stop saying that I don't want the past person, because a lot do. So you can cuss me out for that and say how horrible they are and that you don't want them. I get it, but other people do. So please respect that. All right. So the Empress is your person's energy with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. This person knows what they want. They know exactly what they're going to go towards. The Page of Pentacles in reverse, maybe they're just dealing with some things financially that they're handling on their own. The Empress energy is very much about being in a great spiritual place. They're clear about how they want to move forward in life. They obviously very much feel that this is the energy of the Ten of Cups. It's fulfilling to them. They love this. They love you. So they want this to either fresh start if you're in the relationship. If this is somebody from your past, then they have a tremendous amount of love for you. And it feels like they're not coming forward yet, but they want to. They feel really good about where they are. They could have made some really amazing changes in their life, and now they're ready if they weren't before, and now they are. Not saying that anybody's waiting for somebody to, but sometimes we do. We want to see, that person change, and then both of us come back together and we're ready at the same time. Now, your energy is the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Page of Cups, the Tower in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. So I think you also would like something, but you want it grounded, where you've been through a lot of changes already in your life. You're willing to start small. Now, the Queen of Wands could say in reverse that you may not want to be too open or get too connected on that deep, intimate level right off the bat. So you may be a little closed right now, but I think you're willing to open up because there's been enough change in this, either within the relationship that you're willing to keep it going, and you just want to see, it feels like very fresh energy, see it start from a fresh place, like a grounded place. So I like this. It feels like you're both willing to put in the effort and that you're both at a place where you want this to work out. All right, let's get the romance angels for you. This is for Scorpio. Okay, so we have wedding, free yourself, heart-to-heart conversations, and soulmate. And then we have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Okay, so could this have involved marriage, or does it involve marriage? Very much could, or that's what I think you're hoping for. The Ten of Cups just tells me that somebody's looking forward to possibly settling down and having children. For yourself, it's time to take back control of your life, which I think you're already doing. That Emperor energy we talked about. So you're freeing yourself from the things from the past is it. We're always doing that. So it's, yes, it comes up a lot in readings, but sometimes people aren't quite there yet. So if you are now at a place where you're feeling really good about freeing yourself, that's amazing. Heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other, clearly. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. So for those of you that this resonates, congratulations, because I think there's a lot of love in this situation. Now, let's get the possible outcome for you. You know what? I just saw the Seven of Swords, and we talk about the deception that comes with that card. I want to say this, like, don't deceive yourself. In other words, don't self-sabotage. If this is a good relationship and you've experienced a lot of difficult ones in the past, I just kept hearing, don't stand in your own way when something good shows up for you. All of us do that. It's like, how could something actually be good after all of the lessons and all of the crazy stuff I've had to experience? All right. Let's see. All right. So I'm seeing the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands, and what was that other card? The World card. All right. This is for Scorpio. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Cups, and then the Moon. And then the Hierophant. So a higher level of commitment is what it feels like. Strongly protected, I feel like, by spirit. If you feel a really strong connection to this person, that makes sense to me because it's like you're drawn to each other. The Three of Pentacles, could this be a union? Absolutely. This can be a couple of different things for me. It could mean signing papers, having a commitment, committing to another person and their family. Now, the Six of Swords, I just don't feel like you want to move away from this. It isn't that you're not moving to a calmer place. I just don't think you want to move away from it. Now, the Eight of Pentacles, somebody could have stopped putting the work in, and then all of a sudden something turns around. That shift happens. Maybe you pulled your energy back because you weren't sure, and now things are starting to come back together. And I do feel like there is a celebration. Like I said, I feel like this is going to be a higher level of commitment. Now, is there a lot of patience in this? Maybe not, but you're going to have to take that leap. You're going to have to take it. And I feel like the both of you will put some of those burdens behind you if there have been issues and you need to work them out in order to make this happen. Because it just energetically does not feel like you don't, that either of you want to walk away from it. All right, so let's get the Lover's Oracle for you. This is for Scorpio. Oh, that's a beautiful card. Okay. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. I love that. That goes along with the reading very well. And then we have, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. I think that has to do with like the people that I was saying might be coming towards you looking for more help or money or whatever it is that they seem to keep coming to you for. I think it's being true to yourself and just, sometimes the hardest word, this is so ironic, but I'm going to say this and maybe you'll get a kick out of it. Think about this. The hardest word for us to say as adults sometimes is no, but it's the easiest word for us to say when we're infants. Our parents always say the first word a child learns is no. So why can't we take that into our adulthood with us? All right, last but not least, enough commentary here. Let's get a couple of cards from Spirit, the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Scorpio. All right, so we have time for a nap, Yang, here and now, and co-create. Beautiful energy. Thinker. So I think you're always thinkers. There's a lot of fours in this energy, and I really sense, sorry, I had to turn my head away for a second. I feel like there's a lot of fours around you. I'm seeing them constantly. Fours to me are about abundance and balance. So it's like good, abundant energy coming to you. It doesn't have to mean money or relationships. It could just be abundance in appreciation, feeling good about where you are, seeing the good outweigh the bad. When there's tough times, it's hard to see where there can be a way forward. But I feel like you're actually starting to think about that now. Now, when they say time for a nap, that could be that you need just a little bit of rest if you're feeling a little tired, if any of this has been exhausting you. Then we have Yang. So this is new beginnings, the one card, balancing of the yin and the yang energy here and now. It's so important to stay within the present moment, as hard as it can be for all of us. We all do it. We go to the past, we go to the future. But it is so important for you right now to stay within that energy. Stay here now. That's all you have control over. And then we have co-create. So I do think you're at a place where you're opening up and creating more with spirit, with whatever you believe in. Sometimes we've done it for a long time and we fall off and we have to get back on. So maybe it's focus on co-creating with the higher ups and realizing that things do come to you as you start to focus on those versus maybe holding on to some of that energy that was tough for you to release in the past. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you all. Beyond, if you'd like a personal, again, that's in the description box. And I hope you guys have an amazing week. I will see you in the next reading. Lots of love. Take care.